What do you tell your kids when the non-custodial parent doesn't show up? At first, I didn't think that was a controversial question, but it turns out it is. This video is not really about this comment. Would you tell your kids daddy decided not to come? In response to that comment, I noted that age makes a difference. The commenter doesn't agree. I sort of play that through in my head, and if I said daddy decided not to come, I know for certain my kids would say, what do you mean? Why not? And for that reason, I would never say daddy decided not to come. But let's back up. Daddy decided not to come. What does a child do with that information? Do they internalize it? What do they think? A lot of studies show that kids blame themselves for that or think that they did something to make daddy not want to come. There's the truth, and then there's the truth. The truth is, daddy's an asshole. But the reality is, the kids don't need to know that. Like, you think you're hurting your ex, but you're hurting your kids. Maybe you're hurting them both, but the point is that you're hurting your kids. Personally, I have a rule. If you speak badly about my child's father in front of my children, I will cut you. It is unacceptable, and there are no exceptions. My personal take on this is that it is up to me as a mother to provide coping tools to my children. How to cope if and when he's not around. I once saw a question posted on someone else's page about when you tell your kids daddy loves you, but daddy's never around. What are you really teaching your kids? One could argue that you're teaching them that love is absence. Love is not showing up. Love is inconsistent. I don't tell my kids daddy loves you, but I would never tell my kids that he doesn't. Love is a feeling. They're going to decide if they feel it or not, and that is truly between them and their dad. I would suggest saying things like, I understand you miss daddy. I understand how you feel. I'm sorry that you feel that way. I know this is hard. You want to validate their feelings, not tell them how they should feel. Now, truly, at the end of the day, your kids are your kids. My kids are my kids. We're all going to make different decisions. Some kids grow up angry that their mothers didn't tell them who their dad really was, that their mothers protected abusive fathers. Now, I know in this video I'm saying father is the abuser and mother is the custodial parent, but I absolutely know that the roles can be reversed. If my children ever think anything negative about their father, all I'll say is it will never be from me. In looking back at that video, the truth is, daddy went go-karting without them. But saying daddy got busy is sufficient and age appropriate. Obviously, the older kids get, the more they understand. So what do you think? What would you say? What have you done? How honest are you with your kids, and how old are they? Now, if you're co-parenting with a toxic ex, I'm hosting a webinar this week called How to Keep Your Sanity When Co-Parenting with a Toxic Ex. And on the panel, I've got 4 incredible experts. You can use the link in my bio to learn more and register.